Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's January 2022. And so this is our first meeting of the Magdalene Rosary in the new year. And I'm so delighted to be with you all here today. I was just mentioning, I live in Oregon, out in the Columbia River Gorge, which is outside of Portland. But right now I'm actually beaming into you live from Ajo, Arizona, from the Sonoran Desert Conference Center, which my husband and I just discovered. We're on a month-long road trip, and we've been staying in this tiny little village of Ajo, and we came upon this conference center. And we're staying nearby. We're not even staying here, but I beseeched upon them, could I do this here and use their internet? And they said yes. So here we are. And so I'm seeing you all as you're joining. Lovely to see where you're from. Thank you for adding in. And if you're just joining, go ahead and say where you're popping in from. It's really lovely for us to all get a feeling for this. We've got folks joining us right now from Sweden, from Italy, from Washington, D.C. in the United States, from Las Vegas in the United States, from New Mexico, from Oregon. We're really, really starting to span the globe, which is really quite exciting. And so I'm excited to be here with you today. It's the new year, and I don't know how it's been going for all of you. How has it been going for all of you? Feel free to pop in the chat. I know for me, oftentimes the new year tends to be like off to a start. You know, new intentions, lots of annual review coming to completion, and seeing what the new year has in store, and sort of visioning the new year. And despite the fact that we've been traveling and moving forward, it's felt, I would say, soft and quiet and very inward, a little sluggish at times even, I would say, and not the usual. And so I think there's a lot of different reasons for that. There's a lot of astrology that's leading to all of that. And we're in a time of reset and reconnection, replenishing, reconsideration. And so to me, that's just a beautiful time to drop in and to be really leaning on our own spiritual practices. Hello to you in St. Louis. Hello to the Sierra foothills of California. Take a sip of water. So let's see. And I'm going to just add the link to the handout in case anybody needs it. All right. So as I've been working with the Rosary during the past month, I've been working with it a little differently. And I'm going to share some of those changes with you today. If you've done this with me before, it's not going to seem that different. And if you've never done it before, it's not going to seem that different. I've just been working with the wording of it a little bit. So let's just start with our own grounding and centering, just to get ourselves present. And as we're doing that, I'm going to pop over into gallery view so I get to see some of your beautiful faces. Some of you have your cameras off, which is fine. If you feel like you want to put your camera on just to say hello, that's always lovely. Just moving some things around. And just taking a moment, if you have a candle and you'd like to light a candle, feel free to do that. Normally I do that. I'm traveling. I'm not traveling with a candle today. So this is a prayer that I received in 2019. I'm not going to really talk a whole lot about it today. I really want to jump into the prayer practice. Some of the previous videos on the YouTube channel talk about, you know, all of this and where it comes from and all of that kind of thing. And I can talk about that at another time too. But today it felt really important to me to kind of just jump right into the prayer. And this prayer is really about aligning with the sacred feminine, aligning with the divine feminine. And there are many aspects of that. And one aspect of that, one that I'm particularly really connected to, is Mary Magdalene. And I, for a long time, was really hungering for a practice that would deepen me into that. And this is what came. And it's similar to the Hail Mary. So if you were raised knowing that prayer, then this will seem similar. And if it's not, then that's totally fine too. And so what we'll do, if you have beads, great. And if you don't have beads, that's no problem. The more of the prayer you do, the deeper you go. We say one prayer for each bead. We're going to start on the one of the large beads, like if you have a medallion bead, and that's where we're going to start with an intention. So just taking a moment to drop inside, feeling your feet on the ground, feeling your feet touching the earth. I'm sorry if the audio is cutting in and out. I don't have anything that I can seem to do about that. I can't even mute my audio and video for some reason. So I apologize. Maybe with a hand on your heart, maybe a hand on your womb, just starting to bring yourself into your own presence, into empty presence. If you can slip your shoes off and plant them on the floor, touching the earth, uncrossing your legs. Letting everything that's come before this go. Just letting all of that drop to the side. Feeling yourself here, present now. And letting everything that's coming after this go. Just becoming present here now. And just dropping into your own heart space, your own heart center, and feeling into your body, your womb. What's your intention for today? What are you desiring from this practice, from your practice today? It doesn't have to be that complicated, but perhaps there's something you're looking to receive, something you're looking to release. And if you have an essential nearby, just taking your bottle, uncapping it, putting the drops in your hands. Picking your beads if you have beads. Nice, deep, slow breath in. Breathing that oil all the way in, if you have an essential oil. And if not, just breathing all the way in. And on your exhale, breathing your intention into your beads. And this might be your mudra or sacred movement of beginning. Traditionally, folks do the sign of the cross, however you like to do that. Some people like to do a circle, an honoring of presence and I am here. Just some way, some movement to start the practice. So I'm going to lead you through the prayer and teach it to you at the same time, and then we'll work through it together. And I'm going to do a kind of call and response. You're all muted, so I'll say it and then you can say it after me, or you can say it with me, however you prefer. And we're going to do this 22 times. And at the end, we'll sit in silence. In the end, we'll sit in silence. And so your intention is on your big bead, so then we come to the first bead. And we're calling in Mary Magdalene. Hail Magdalene, full of light. Breathing and bringing her towards us. The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb, this sisterhood. Holy Magdalene, sister, priestess, awaken the way of love. We're aligning with their way, the way of love. We're calling in the way of love now and forever. Blessed be. And that's one prayer, so that's one bead. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The path of the rose, the mystical path of the sacred feminine is what the path of the rose is. It exists in lots of traditions. We're not going to talk about all the details of that now, but we're aligning and we're saying the path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb, our womb, this sisterhood. Holy Magdalene, sister divine. That's what I've been saying lately. Awaken the way of love. Awaken this path that we know that she and Yeshua walked and taught, and that we need so desperately on our planet right now. Awaken the way of love now and forever. And we say Amen or blessed be. Next bead. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Sarah. Sarah was her daughter. If that's not part of your practice, you say something else or say nothing at all. Holy Magdalene, sister, priestess, goddess divine, awaken the path of love in us now and forever. Blessed be. Hail Magdalene, full of light. Path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of our womb, this sisterhood. Holy Magdalene, sister, divine, awaken the way of love in us now and forever. Blessed be. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Sarah. Holy Magdalene, sister, divine, awaken the path of the rose in us, now and forever. Blessed be. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The way of love is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Sarah. Holy Magdalene, sister, priestess, awaken the path of the rose in us, now and forever. Blessed be. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Sisterhood. Holy Magdalene, Sister Divine, awaken the way of love now and forever. Amen. Hail Magdalene, full of light, the path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of our womb. Holy Magdalene, Sister, Priestess, awaken the path of the rose, now and forever. Amen. Hail Magdalene, full of light, the path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Sarah. Holy Magdalene, Sister Divine, awaken the way of love now and forever. Amen. Hail Magdalene, full of light. Path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Sarah. Holy Magdalene, Sister, Priestess, awaken the way of love now and forever. Blessed be. Big bead. Just taking a moment to feel that transition. Hail Magdalene, full of light, the way of love is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Sisterhood. Holy Magdalene, Sister, Priestess, awaken the path of the rose now and forever. Blessed be. I'm going to stop just for a moment. So if you're working off of the document that I have shared with you, you'll notice that some of the words are different. And I'm sharing with you the way I've been doing it this past month. Swapping the way of love phrase with the path of the rose phrase, just flipping them basically. And so as we do this prayer, I want you to feel into your heart and your being, your body, and see which one feels right to you. For a long time, I did it the way that I've presented it to you. And just lately on this trip, I've been doing it the reverse, just as an exploration. And I guess because I felt like the path of the rose is with me and is with you, and I'm aligning with that. But the way of love is something that I feel like I want to be calling it. So that's where my choice point is. And then the line that says, Holy Magdalene, Sister, Priestess, lately I was just really feeling that as Sister Divine. But if you like saying Sister Priestess, fabulous. Goddess, beloved of God, all of those. Just fine tune and work with this. And you don't have to make a decision now. And it's not like it's a solid, cannot be changed. We're just exploring and playing with that. So see if there are any, and if you have any questions or any feedback or anything about that, feel free to pop that in the chat. And if that's confusing to you that I'm flipping those around, I apologize. I don't mean to be confusing you. I'm sharing with you the practice as it's evolving in me. This is where it's at this month. So now we're popping into the second decade, as my Irish grandmother called it. Hail Magdalene, full of light. Hail Magdalene, full of light. Feeling her energy, maybe in front of you, coming towards you. Feeling that. The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Sarah. And the lineage, the unknown lineage of Sarah that we all carry as spiritual women, especially if you're connected with Avalon. Holy Magdalene, Sister, Priestess, awaken the path of the rose in us, now and forever. Amen. Hail Magdalene, full of light, The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Holy Magdalene, Sister Divine, awaken the path of the rose. Awaken the way of love in us now and forever. Blessed be. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. This sisterhood. Holy Magdalene, Sister, Priestess, awaken the way of love in us now and forevermore. Amen. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Holy Magdalene, Sister, Priestess, awaken the way of love now and forever. Blessed be. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of our womb. Holy Magdalene, Sister, Divine, awaken the way of love now and forevermore. Blessed be. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The path of the rose is with you and me. Feeling that path of the rose, rose petals, rose blossoms, just unfurling in front of you. Feeling those under your feet, smelling that essence. The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Sarah. Holy Magdalene, Sister, Divine, awaken the path of love now and forever. Blessed be. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The way of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Sarah. Holy Magdalene, Sister, Priestess, awaken the path of the rose, the way of love, now and forever. Amen. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Holy Magdalene, Sister Divine, awaken the way of love, now and forever. Blessed be. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb, our womb, in sisterhood. Holy Magdalene, Sister Divine, awaken the way of love, now and forevermore. Blessed be. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of your womb. Sarah. Holy Magdalene, Sister Divine, awaken the way of love, now and forevermore. Blessed be. Last one. Hail Magdalene, full of light. The path of the rose is with you and me. Blessed are you among women. Blessed is the fruit of our womb, this lineage. Holy Magdalene, Sister Divine, awaken the way of love, now and forevermore. Amen. Blessed be. Let's just sit with this for a moment, too. Really taking in that prayer, maybe continuing to recite it silently to yourself, or just feeling the reverberations of the words still moving in your being. And as you're starting to feel yourself fill up with this light, this energy, perhaps starting to allow it to expand out into your space, perhaps sending it to loved ones that you know could use prayers or blessings. Right now, it seems like there's so much in our world that could use the way of love as a means to work through. So sending it to any of those places or issues or ideas, concepts, groups, locations. Allowing this expanding light to fill your personal space, maybe expanding into your home, your apartment, your building, your yard or neighborhood. Just sending it out. Feeling it very much like a blanket or a cloud of love that is surrounding you personally and expanding out, creating a field of love around you. And whenever you feel ready, and you may not feel ready yet, coming back and taking time to maybe jot some notes, journal, maybe make adjustments or write the prayer out, just taking a few moments for your own written contemplation. And also, if there are any questions, feel free. I'll open up the microphones in just a minute, but if you've got any questions or comments, to go into the chat. About any of what you experienced, or about any of this, about the prayer or any of it. Some good questions coming in here. And they're all good questions. Let's see, I'm just trying to get it so I can see my chat. Why don't we do 108 times? We absolutely could do 108 times, Libra. Traditionally, the rosary, the traditional rosary, from which this came off of, a traditional rosary is 5 groups of 10, which would be 50, and then there are bigger beads, and oftentimes people do different prayers on those beads. My preference is to do one prayer straight through. And that's the guidance I received, was this prayer and doing this prayer. And I tend to like those numbers of 11 and 22 and 33 and 55. So that would be 55 would be one round of a regular rosary. And the traditional rosary would be done 3 times. Often it wasn't done in one sitting. It would be done at different times of the day. Although certainly one person could do it at one sitting. So that would be 150 Hail Marys. I, in a busy world, busy life kind of experience, found that I was most often doing 22, and 22 is the number that's associated with Mary Magdalene. It's her feast day is on July 22nd. Some believe her birthday is on March 22nd. So that's where the 22, that's part of it. And also it just feels like a good number. So 22. And oftentimes if I feel like I need to go deeper or I have more time, I'll do 33 or I'll do 44 or I'll do 55. And the more you do, the deeper you go. I've just in these sessions, we've generally done 22 because there's some teaching and talking and that seems, and then we do the prayer and an hour's up. So that's how we've done it. And this time I did much less talking in the beginning, so we would have had time for more. But I've just gotten into the practice of doing 22, and I like teaching you a shorter way of doing it so that feels like something that you can fit into your life. It doesn't feel like, oh, I don't have 45 minutes to do this, which is what it would probably take to do 55 of them. 22 takes, I think, around 11 minutes, and not like sort of power praying through it, but just doing the prayer. And so that's why that's why I've worked with that. There was something else I was going to say. So the 108 is number of beads on a mala, Hindu mala. So that's in that tradition. And then in the Islamic and Sufi tradition, the beads are 99. So, it's all kind of around similar numbers. Different traditions chose different numbers for whatever reason, probably just to be different from each other. The rosary, I think, was sort of snagged off of the malas. Malas, I believe, were first, and then the Muslim prayer beads, and then the rosary was developed like in the, I should know this, 1200s, something like that. Oh, Anna Marie says her birthday is 8/22. Awesome. Yeah. So that's a great reason for you to do 22. You might have an association with that. And so doing more is certainly acceptable. There's no reason not to do more. It's just more of the timing thing. And then I started creating these because I felt like I wanted, since I was doing 22 so much, so frequently, I started making these what I call wrist rosaries. And they are 22 beads. They also have a big bead here and here that are cedar wood. And so they're aromatherapy diffuser. And I just started making them on my screen. This looks a lot bluer. This is a very bright purple. And they has like a charm at the bottom. I make these in 2 different styles. They're $22. I've just gotten some more amethyst beads and rose quartz beads and fluorite beads. So I'll be having more of those. I like that because, and I make them in 2 different sizes. Not everybody has a little bird size wrist like I do, but a lot of us do. So there's some that are bigger as well. And so they're on stretchy cord and they just fit like a bracelet. And then, you know, I can be sitting in traffic or in a meeting or something, and I can just start fingering the beads and start, even if I'm not fully doing the prayer, I'm giving myself something to sort of be present with. And I also will often drop in and say, you know, several versions of the prayer, or be waiting for a doctor's appointment. I can just close my eyes and I can just start doing this. So I'll need to take some new pictures so I can show you what I currently have available versus what's on the website. The picture on the website may not be totally accurate, but if you're interested in one of those, that's at magdalenepath.com, rosary beads. I can pop that in there. And then I'm going to go back to, I see some other questions and comments. I don't have that there. So let's see, hold on just a second. We'll put that in there. Do we know what Mary Magdalene looked like physically, and do you consider her equal in vibration with Jesus? Yes and yes. So most, my experience, my guidance about her and what has also been told physically. Oh, now do not seem to be able to type in the chat. Yeah, so I'm having some, I'm not sure what's going on. I was going to write the website. You'll get a link in for the replay. The rosary, if you're interested in the wrist rosaries, the aromatherapy, there's 2 different kinds, 2 different styles. One doesn't have the dangly thing. And that's at magdalenepath.com/rosary-beads. So most prayer painting depictions of her, she has long red hair, sort of reddish brown hair. And that's often how you can tell her in art. A lot of times even it'll say like Madonna and Child or Mother Mary or something like that. And yet unbound long hair is always Mary Magdalene. And I feel like, yes, she was a co-teacher and a co-partner with Jesus, whose name was Yeshua, by the way, in Aramaic. So I believe that they were teaching together, and that she absolutely had her own ministry and was an ordained priestess. And they were both they were teaching each other. They were in a time that was highly patriarchal, and so she would have to sort of be in the background. And I've written about this in the Magdalene Path book, by the way. There's some pieces in there from and with her conversation with her about this, where she would naturally not be front and center, but she's absolutely a contemporary and a guiding force and a leader, which is what the Magdalene means. Magdalene means stronghold, leader, holder of the flock. It's a title, and so that's what it speaks to. Let's see. The sound is crackling at times. Apologize for that. Kirsty says, practicing on her own, loving the 11, 22, 33, 44. Of course, yes. Yes. And I love the guidance you received, Angelina, about the timing, 1919. Beautiful. Some new messages. Let's see what we got. Yes. And it seems as though it was very timely for several to read the message that you received. Intention for self-forgiveness. Yes, Susan, you got one of the first wrist rosaries. Love sending that to you, sweetheart. Yeah, I have not figured out how to do that in Europe. So maybe what we'll do at some point this year is we can do an online class and I can teach you how to make them. That's what I was originally going to do. And then I just got to making them, and they're really fun, and they're simple, and they're easy to make. So let's see. Any other thoughts or connections? Thoughts or questions or connections here? Angelina says it was 1919 on the clock when we began. Angel Number book says you're being invited to connect with the energy of the divine feminine, both within you and around you. Mother/feminine healing is possible at this time. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad you shared that. That's just a beautiful, beautiful share. That's wonderful. Libra says she'd love to learn how to make the wrist rosaries. Awesome. Well, we can plan on that for the new year. I mean, you know, sometime in the next few months. Any other thoughts, comments, inputs, questions anybody else has at this point? Anyone else want to share your intentions or anything you saw or felt or anything about words or visions or anything like that as we're closing up here for today?
I'd just like to share, and thanks so much for this time. During the rosary, I just had a sense of a beautiful woman, like right before me with long dark hair and just, you know, luminescent, just so powerful and flowing. And then just a sense of like rose petals, just pouring into my house and into my neighborhood, just rose petals, just showering down. It is such a wonderful experience. Thank you.
Oh, what a beautiful offering. I really appreciate you sharing that. I think I could speak for all of us when the idea that a showering of rose petals would be a delight, and what a beautiful image for you to share with all of us, that we can take that into our own hearts and into our own practices and start to do that some more.
And there's been some real heaviness in my house, and it just felt so wonderful, just this showering of rose petals.
Lovely. That's lovely.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
You're so welcome.
So much.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Libra says, I saw and felt and saw feathered wings wrapping around me as I bathed in the vibration of the words. Awesome. Yum, yum, yum. Beautiful. Well, we're in a new year and we're just getting started. I mean, in many ways it feels strange to say, but in a way it sort of doesn't feel like the new year started yet. It feels like we're in the launch phase, or we're in the pre-phase. We're in the vestibule of the new year still. It hasn't for me anyway felt like this big launch into the new year. And so we'll be meeting at this new time, 10:30 a.m. Pacific. I moved the time earlier so that my beloveds in Europe wouldn't be up so late. So I hope that this time is working okay for all of us. And I see some thumbs up from folks in Europe. So yay, I'm glad. And I hope that this time is working well for the rest of you as well. Please share this with folks. If you want to be more connected with me, I can invite you to join the Magdalene Path Sanctuary on Facebook. Let's see if I can get to that. That's so strange. I'm just having like cursor challenges. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that's a Facebook group, and it's as active as we want it to be. I've been traveling. I haven't been in there too much myself. But it's a space that we absolutely can start to utilize more regularly. And if any of you are interested in what else did I want to share? If you felt moved today and you want to support this Temple of the Divine Feminine, I'm going to just pop my link in here for PayPal. I love being able to offer this without cost, and am always open to receive. So let's just take a moment as we close together. Facebook link said not available right now. I have no idea what that might mean, but I'll check into that, Libra. So thank you. Go ahead and request membership if you're not already a member. And when I get internet access, I will do that. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be in this location, because as I mentioned in the beginning of the broadcast, we just were having a chat with the woman at the front desk here. And I said, would it be possible for me to find a quiet place to use your internet? And she said, yes. So here I am in the dining hall at the Sonoran Desert Conference Center, which is a beautiful, lovely place in Ajo, New Mexico. And no surprise, the woman at the front desk who helped me and showed me this place, her name was Maria. When I learned her name, I just thought, oh, of course, this is going to go fine. So just taking a moment, feeling yourself in your seat, feeling ourselves in our seats in a circle together. Maybe there's a cozy fire in front of us, but we're sitting shoulder to shoulder, hands clasped, feeling the hands of your sisters at your side, sisters from all over the planet, sisters from all kinds of faith practices, spiritual practices, aligned and ignited and connected through the path of the rose. And as I say that, feeling those petals, those rose petals falling around us. Maybe feeling the rose petals underneath our feet, looking down, seeing our circle lined with rose petals, feeling that shower of rose petals that Anne-Marie mentioned. Allowing yourself to be drawn and gathered by the path of the rose. And in the love and light of Magdalene, feeling the presence of the Magdalene, drawing us together, guiding our way, showing us our way, showing us the new world that we're creating together, helping light our path, help us being strong up behind our backs, feeling our wings out, feeling our wings spread around us, protecting us. Misak says, much gratitude. Thank you everyone on the call today. Special thanks to Claire for bringing us together. And thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. And as we feel our gratitude to each other and to ourselves, please just remember these prayers are with you always, and find ways to drop that in. We'll continue to meet here monthly, and let me know if there's other ways that I can serve and support you and serve this practice and serve the Magdalene Path. I have great honor and great devotion in doing that, and am delighted to receive your requests. So feel free, if you'd like to come off mute, to unmute yourself and say goodbye, and we will be seeing each other in another month, if not sooner.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
Thank you
everyone.
so much.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Blessings.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Blessings.
Love and blessings, love and blessings, love and blessings, love and blessings, love and blessings.
And appreciation.
Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you, Angelina. Bye, Carol. Bye, Emery. Bye, Kiersey. Bye, Louisa.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Blessings.
Be in touch. Bye for now.